Good morning again. So this is the third installment of this message. Love God, love your neighbor. And what type of church are we? The first day we focused on that we should love the Lord our God with all our heart, with our souls, with our strength, with all our minds. That there is a love for Him that transforms us. There is a love for Him that makes us love our neighbors as ourselves. Yesterday we spoke about the priest, the Levite, and the Good Samaritan. And the challenge yesterday was that we re-examine what type of Christian we are. That we re-examine our priorities. That it's not just about service inside of a church building. It's not just about activities for God. That at the end of it all, as He evaluates it, we're going to realize that it wasn't as valuable as He thought it was. Rather than gold and silver, we're going to realize that it was wood, hay, stubble, and it will burn up. That we've been called to meet the needs of the broken, of the hurt, of the lame. So today, I want to end with what type of church are we? We read in the beginning from Luke chapter 10, and we read from verse 25 to 37. The link for the scripture is in this video. And so now when the Good Samaritan met the needs of this man, he had compassion upon him and he bandaged his wounds. He poured in oil and wine. Oil speaks of the Spirit of God. Wine speaks to that which brings about healing. The wine here was used as an antiseptic. That they are sores, they are pieces of him that if left unchecked would be infected. And he set him on his own animal and brought him to an inn and took care of him. And the next day when he departed, he took out 2 denarii and gave it to the innkeeper. And he said to him, "Take care of him, and whatever you spend, when I come again, I will repay you." And I want to say that I am challenged this morning that many of our churches have lost the character of an inn. The inn here was a place where this man was bought, who was sick, who was broken, who could not take care of himself, who was hurt, who was stripped of his clothes, of his dignity. And the Good Samaritan felt that this was the place that this man could be brought to be taken care of. And the ends should be our churches, our places of worship. But I want to ask a question this morning. Are our churches inns, or have they become luxury hotels? Are our churches places where those are hurt and broken and hurting and have failed can be brought to find help and healing? Or are churches only places for the rich and the well-adjusted, and places where those that can afford to come in and look good can find comfort and ease? We need to take a look at ourselves and our churches and ask, whose needs are we meeting? Are we inns? Or are we luxury hotels? This unprecedented time has brought churches to close, churches to go online. And I hope that as we reemerge from this time, that there is a reexamination of our purpose as a church, that we question, what are we really doing? Whose needs are really being met? Are we just places of learning and intellect, and where we become smarter and more knowledgeable, but we don't meet the needs of our neighbors that are hurt, that are broken? And as they're bought in, a price was exacted. There's a cost for us to take care of the sick. It not only cost us monetarily, it cost us something within ourselves to give of ourselves to those that are hurt, to those that are broken. But I want to say that when our Good Samaritan returns, he will repay you everything that you put out. He is no man's debtor. So as I end this series, the question answered was, what does the whole Bible speak of? What does the law speak of? May we re-examine our own hearts, my heart, to love the Lord, my God, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my strength, with all my mind, and to love my neighbor as myself. And may we go and do likewise.